Okay, so today I'm going to teach you how to find the intersection between two lines in a circle and a line. So basically what that means is where the two lines meet and where the circle and the line meet. So in this case, it would be right here and right here. Okay, so now we're going to quickly go over whether two lines never cross, intersect at 90 degrees, are the same line, or intersect at one point. So if they never cross, that means that they are parallel, and this kind of means that they have the same slope. So it'd be like 3/4 x plus 2, 3/4 x plus 3, and it would look like this. They will never ever cross. So then there's the next one, which is perpendicular. And in this case, they have opposite reciprocal slopes, meaning, using this example, they have -4/3 x plus 2 and 3/4 x plus 3. And what it will look like is something like this, where they have a 90-degree angle right in here. So then next, let me just shrink this, we have the same line. So if it's the same line, this is very simple. They will automatically have the same equations. So it'd be 3x plus 2 and 3x plus 2, for example, and it will just look like that, like a basic one line. So then the basic one that we use all the time is intersection at one point, and in this case, at one point, they will intersect only at one point, and this is the basic things that you see. For example, 3x plus 4 and 4x plus 2, and you can find out where these two intersect. So like this, basically. And if they don't meet this criteria, or this criteria, then it's usually just 1 point. Okay, so moving on. Okay, now we're going to actually get to the intersection of two different lines. So let's say we have the line, y equals 2x plus 4, and the line 6x plus 2y equals 2. So what you want to do to this equation is get it into slope-intercept form, because it just makes our lives that much easier. So what you're going to do is subtract 6x from both sides, and then you divide by 2. And what you end up getting is -3x plus 1. So now you have y equals -3x plus 1 and y equals 2x plus 4. So now you can solve this because you can substitute this equation in for y. So what you do is 3x plus 1 equals 2x plus 4, and you just solve like this. So what you do is you subtract 2x from both sides, subtract 2x, so it would be -5x plus 1 equals 4, and then you subtract 1 from both sides, and it'd be -5x equals 3, and what you want to do is subtract -5 to get x by itself, so x is equal to 3 over -5. Okay, let me shrink this. So now to find y, you have to put whatever you got for x into one of the equations. So I will do 2 times 3 over -5 plus 4, and that comes out to be 14 over 5, and this is y. So x is 3 over -5, and y is this, so it'd be 3 over -5, 14 over 5, which is equal to 0.6, 2.8. So this is what we got for the first substitution. So next we're going to solve for elimination, and how you do that is we're going to use the equations 2x plus y equals 4, which is the original equation but in standard form because it's easier to solve elimination with standard form. And then we're going to use the other equation, except we're not going to change it this time, and that equals 2. So this is another way to find the intersection, and in order to do this we need to multiply this by 3 so that this becomes 6, so that it will cancel out with this 6 over here. So what it will end up looking like is negative 6x plus 3y, because you have to multiply every single variable by 3, equals 12, and the bottom will stay the same. So it would look like 6x plus 2y equals 2. So now you can cross out the x's because they cancel out, and you just add this up. 5y is equal to 14 over 5, and you divide this by 5, so you divide the other side by 5, and what you end up getting is y equals 2.8. And now you can substitute this back into one of the equations. So I'm going to substitute it back into negative 2x. This is this equation right here. Negative 2x plus 2.8 equals 4. And when you do that and you solve it, you'll end up getting for x equals 0.6. So essentially, you get the exact same thing as up here. Okay, so now let's move on to finding the intersection between a line and a circle. So let's remember the equation of a circle is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared, which is equal to r squared, where hk is the center. So now let's start. So I'm going to be using substitution for this. So let's start with two equations, circle and a line, and let's say that it's x squared plus y squared equals 25, and the line is y minus 7 equals x. So what we want to do is add 7 to get y by itself, so it'd be y equals x plus 7, and then you just simply substitute this in for the y up here. So what it will look like is x squared plus x plus 7 squared is equal to 25, and then you solve. So it'd be x squared plus, you expand this out, x squared plus 7x plus 7x is plus 49 is equal to 25, and then you combine like terms and you get 2x squared plus 14x plus 49 equals 25. And using this, you can factor this out. So what you want to do is you want to have 0 on this side. So you have to subtract 25 from both sides. And you end up getting 2x squared plus 14x plus 24 is equal to 0. So then you can divide all of this by 2, so that it'll get into a simpler equation, which would be x squared plus 7x plus 12, which is equal to 0. And then you merely just factor. So what we'll multiply to 12 and add to 7? Well, it will be 3 and 4. So what you can do here is change this to x plus 3 and x plus 4. So these are your two answers. But remember, it's equal to 0. So now you have to set each one separately equal to 0. So x plus 3 is equal to 0. And you solve for x, and x is equal to negative 3. So then you do the same thing here, and x would be equal to negative 4. So now you can put negative 3 and negative 4 back into your circle equation. So instead, you will put negative 3 squared in place for y, plus y squared equals 25. And if you solve that, then you will get y is equal to 4. So one of your points is negative 3, 4. And then you can put negative 4 back in, so it'd be negative 4 squared. This is your other x. So it'd be negative 4 squared plus y squared equals 25. And in this case, y is equal to 3. So your other point is negative 4, 3. So then you can graph the circle and the line and see if it looks similar to what you got here. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope you learned a lot. Thank you so much for watching.